myself going, what the fuck am I doing?
That's just so fucking.
Onions are made for eating. Just ask Shrek.
Okay, Shrek, you're gonna ask a cartoon character whether or not onions are good to eat. Just
I am
cold?
gonna
It
be
has layers.
I will be unreasonably disappointed when Trey looks nothing like his icon.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that too. But
Like,
she said
unreasonably
Trey or
disappointed.
Shrek?
It's
I
like,
can't tell.
motherfuckers had the same pick for like 5 years.
That is true. No, because that's the thing. You know what I don't like about that though? Like, and okay, this kind of goes into what I make fun of you for. But like, I don't like when dudes have anime girls as their avatars. It's like I can't talk to you and then look at this cutesy girl and I think like, oh, senpai, and then, like you're like a big beefy sounding dude like, hey, what's up, dude? How you
No,
doing?
I don't give a fuck. Like, people can like whatever the fuck they like. It's just that like diversity, you know. Like, I usually have my webcam on, but like I change my photos every now and then. But it's like I don't really care what your photo is as long as it's different. Like Jets is always some weird bullshit. That's why I'm glad she stuck with the.
That was
normal
not
shit
weird
now.
this time. It's literally just somewhat like me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's relatively normal compared to your other bullshit that you did in the
Okay,
past.
really quick though. So do you have an issue with my picture being the same for fucking years and years? Because I was thinking about
You never
making.
take a photo of yourself.
I knew. You know what, dude? You know what's so funny? You know how well I fucking know you. I knew you were gonna say that, so I literally pulled up my Facebook. Yes, I do. I do take fucking photos.
What
There it is
photo
right there.
that you've taken in
I
the
took one on
entire time
Twitter.
that I knew you?
I took one on Twitter too.
That's the same one.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you don't sound sure.
Yeah, no,
I'll take a
it's
photo
right
right
there.
goddamn now.
It's fucking-
Oh wow, yeah, it's you and Jet. I can see the resemblance.
No, on the top left.
Who's supposed to be Vision? Who's supposed to be?
I don't know. I think.
I mean,
okay, so James
which one has
does
the-
the double
which one
toast on
is the-
Twitter. And
Which
I
one
don't
has
know-
the incredible anger problems that could probably destroy the entire planet? Which one's kind of a robotic person with very little emotions that looks at the clinical side of things?
Okay, for one, you just
Who's who?
You just described yourself like on both of those. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're right. I was going for more that you're Wanda and Jet's Vision.
I do not see that being the case. Jet has
I don't
way too much.
appreciate. I don't appreciate being killed 3 times.
By the way, that's my favorite part about Vision is the fact that this motherfucker has the funniest like death story. It's that he died 3 times and he did more character development as a dead person than he ever has in anything else. My God, Vision fucking sucks. I am so sorry, people. That fucking
No,
character
actually,
is trash.
Vision sucks, but I liked him in WandaVision. That was the only time his
Yeah, me
character
too.
ever developed past anything other than, nothing.
No, but like that's my thing. It's like, okay, like keep in mind, people. I'm not gonna go on a big rant about WandaVision and be like, oh, it sucks. No, like I already said what I said. I think the show's pretty good. But my thing is though, no, I don't want to become famous, dude. What the fuck I gotta keep telling you, motherfuckers? I don't want to be.
I want to become famous.
Yeah, actually, then click that link. That's pretty much a good idea. And the guy has a pretty cool thing there. Peter says, y'all start the most random times. But the random times, though, is usually double toasted. That's how it's all based off of. Corey starts 8:30 tonight, so we start 15 minutes beforehand. But here's the thing, though. WandaVision is actually a pretty good show.
I agree with what Ryan said. You're Rocket and I'm Groot.
No.
I'll take that one.
No, Roxy's Groot because all she says is poop all the fucking time. So it's like, Groot. She's like, poop.
Kind of think that's
Farts.
what he meant.
But he's a Jet Sat, but Roxy's that.
Oh, yeah, I would have went with, Nick's totally a raccoon.
Yeah, thank you. Well, wow.
Never shuts the
Someone
fuck up,
clip
gets
that
offended
shit.
over anything. Isn't sure if something's an insult or a compliment till someone explains it later.
That's fucking you. Dude, see, this is what I mean. Okay, like, I'm not gonna even...
Okay, am I every Avenger?
Okay, no, but here's the thing, though. Me and you
No,
are so
yeah,
similar.
Iron Man. Oh, yeah, that's totally you. You're Iron Man.
Yeah, actually, yeah, and you're the Hulk. You're green. You get all mad. you
Yeah,
got small
that's
people.
why he's my favorite character.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing, though. Can you admit? Okay, on the show, seriously, it's the end of the week. We don't have to be in character anymore. Can you please?
How does they say it's the end of the world?
That
The world's
too.
about to end and we're podcasting.
Pretty much, we're gonna have like a Seinfeld like season 9 almost finale where we
Only
just,
9 seasons?
Yeah, and then like
I think that's a lot. I don't know. It felt like it went on forever.
Well, the second to last episode, I remember Elaine's like, "I love you, Jerry," and then like they don't die, and then it's like, "What'd you say up there? Nothing," and it was like, "Oh shit, that's kind of interesting." But anyways, let's just pretend this is the season finale of the Chat Attack, right?
I mean, depending on this conversation goes, it might be.
Oh, hey, I'm Alan. I got a small penis. Here's the thing, though. Can you admit that you and I are very, very similar, please, just for once?
I mean, you're very similar to me.
Okay, I know that's a very immature fucking way, but I'll accept it if you're willing
No,
to state
because I
it.
know how you are. Because I know how you are. You want me to say I'm like you because you have this ego where you want to be the most important person ever in every single room. So I'm flipping it on itself because I know that gets you. That's how you beat Nick. Is you attack his ego, but not in the way you think. You have to reverse it a little bit. Where he has to fight, He has to fight to be bad. He has to fight to be an asshole. He has to fight to be a dumbass. If you make it seem like him being like good is actually a weakness, he will fight to lose.
Alan?
What?
This you, bro. He crazy.
You couldn't get a smaller GIF? Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, I can't control anything, all right? Jesus Christ.
You couldn't get a smaller image, 2 pixels by 2 pixels?
Look, fuck you, all right? I was going for a joke here. It didn't work, all right? Just let me try again, all right? Listen, you crazy. I know about the cookie policy. You don't give me no fucking cookies. I understand. Fuck off.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The thing that was at the bottom of the fucking screen. You didn't see it?
No.
Well, pay attention then. Focus.
No.
God damn it. No, but here's the thing, though. I'm going to say something really quick. I was just... The way you answered it sounded very immature, which, by the way, it's still immature the way you even had to explain, oh, it's ego. You got to attack the queen before you get the king or whatever the fuck. So here's the thing. No, he's right. And dude, like, yeah, I'm very similar to you. Are you happy?
I mean, yeah,
yeah. So it still makes me right because that's what I said earlier. So, anyways,
see, he will fight to lose.
Oh, see, that's what happens, Alan. Is that you're immature, and then your immaturity beats you at the end of the fucking thing. And
you're
then
the most immature person. Half of the fucking emotes say poop and piss because of your ass.
Oh man, you know what? By the way, fuck you because I love these goddamn emotes. Okay, these emotes are amazing. Look at that.
I know.
We got trash.
Look at half of them.
We got embarrassing
Doo-doo and pee-pee.
Yeah.
By
Dude,
you.
Chat, by the way, welcome to the Doo-Doo District. I'm so glad you guys are over here hanging out with us. And Doo-Doo, by the way, is going to be available for you to use not only on our stream, but other people's streams. And you can share the chat attack greatness by using Doo-Doo, Who, PP, chat attack, all that good stuff. But don't be embarrassing like fucking Alan because he'd be saying some embarrassing shit. But you know what's not embarrassing is...
Yeah, none of my embarrassing shit's on there.
You have embarrassing Doo-Doos on there?
I've never taken an embarrassing shit.
I think all shits are embarrassing.
Wait, what?
Here's the thing.
Actually, what do you define as an embarrassing shit?
Yeah, like, I think they're all... Yeah, I agree that they're all embarrassing. Do you disagree, Chet? Like...
I mean...
No, I mean, like, that's a very weird... That's just a very weird thing to say. Like, I've never taken an embarrassing shit. Like, an embarrassing shit, like, you have the door open? Have people walk by?
I've had people walk in on me a couple times.
Are you for
No, I mean, it's just an embarrassing shit. Like, are you at like someone's house and then you're just like, oh, I need to take a really big shit. So
man,
like,
I have a buddy.
Use their bathroom.
So this reminds. So I have a rule when it comes to bathrooms at anywhere. As soon as I walk in, I flush the toilet once, anywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was at a buddy of mine's place. This is years ago, 7-8 years ago, and I go to the bathroom and I do my business. So I go up and I try to flush the toilet, and it clicks. There's no water. So I start freaking out because this is nightmare scenarios where it is not working. I took a huge shit. So I'm in the bathroom going, what the fuck do I do? I don't know what the fuck to do. But I know a thing or two, a little bit about. I helped my dad to repair a couple of toilets, so I know a little bit about it. So I lifted the metal thing, not the metal, the fucking marble thing in the back, and I noticed that the mechanism was still working, but there was no water in there. So I turned the valve to try to get water through, but no water in. So I got basically a water holder, went to the tub and started filling it up, and filled up the back manually. Took me about 5 minutes, but I was able to flush the toilet afterwards.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I was terrified because I'm thinking in my head, how do I go tell my buddy I just fucked this toilet up? Like, how do I mouth these words so that he'll never say it again?
Without him being
no,
mad?
I gotta figure something out.
It's like, listen, bro.
No, they won't get mad. They won't get mad, but he will fuck with me forever.
I mean, and rightfully so, because you would do that to other people too, though, dude. You know you.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Like, it's something that embarrassing. Like, maybe it's just between me and them, but I'm not gonna. Nah, because again, I can imagine what's like to be in that situation. I would not want someone making fun of me for that.
Really
That's
quick,
too
though,
embarrassing.
I just want to say, fuck you, by the way, because I see that Alec Miracle just liked the picture because he's an asshole. But over here, you just not quoted me, you tagged me.
Good show, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it looks like it. You look distracted. No, here's the thing, though, man. Fuck you and that goddamn bird. And I will say that shirt you have in the back over there, it looks pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah,
the long tie and everything. But yeah, you are definitely a selfie slut. I do not like it at all. And also, I just want to put this out here too. I'm glad that you got this, man. But our boy Brightburn was telling people in the chat over here that they got Back to the Future, the Blu-ray edition. But what are some editions, Blu-ray editions, guys, that you guys really enjoy? Because lately I've been looking for stuff with deleted scenes still. Lots of Blu-ray stuff does not have those. The DVDs do, but the Blu-rays take them out for some fucking reason. So in the chat, while we're talking about what we're going to be talking about, shooting the shit, let us know some really good Blu-rays that you recommend, not for the movie or the look of it, but for the extra scenes that they might possibly have in the DVD. Yeah, anyways, here's the thing though, man. Jed, do you think that Alan takes too many pictures? Just based on this one he just sent me right now trying to make fun of me? talk shit to me?
I think I don't take enough pictures.
You do not at all. You're fine. I'll say fine as fuck. You're fine as fuck. So you should definitely do it. Yeah, and your hiney's fine as fuck too. But I don't know. Like, do you guys see what I'm saying when I get mad about people who take lots of pictures? Like, Alan, do you see my point? Even though it's against you, but do you kind of see my point?
No, I like taking photos. I like taking photos of me and my bird. I like it when I'm trying to get a good angle, and I say, "Hey, Penelope, you know, be good for this photo." And it's like she knows she's on camera. Like she wasn't posing like that. She's cleaning herself right now if she ever shows up on this fucking webcam. But I like the way she looks in the photos. I like the way she looks on my shoulder, and I don't look good in the photos, but I try my best to look at least happy.
Because I see that like even Penelope seems to not like it sometimes. Like over here, she's like, "Is this hair still growing?" Like I think it's kind of hot.
That was quick.
That was definitely.
Nah,
quick.
she's just a little tired, and I kind of bugged her to get a good shot.
Yeah, she looks tired. Like, damn, man, I'm trying to get some rest.
No, she likes my hair growing. She sometimes will nestle in it, like she at least does like a blanket.
Oh, that's really cute, man. Bitch. So here's the thing. Jen, why don't you take more photos? Like, I mean, I don't know if you even want to like talk about it, but it's like, yeah, like you're fucking gorgeous. You can. Yeah, he could fall down too. I mean, fuck it. Like whatever the fuck that noise was. Are you okay over there?
Yes, I'm alive.
Oh, that was you?
Yes.
Well, shit. Jet.
Yes.
Why don't you take a picture right now? Take a picture and tag me in it. I can show it on the screen.
Well, for one, outfit not appropriate. 2, no makeup on. 3, my hair right now is in like a silk bonnet. I'm not taking no goddamn picture.
Oh man, we gotta see that now.
Yeah, I know. I really want to do that. Mandarin Park pictures. Yo, what up, Jet? How you doing? Are you flirting with her? Is that what you're doing? You want to start some shit? Huh?
Damn, let them say what up to me. Hey, what up?
I don't like it. It's bullshit. I don't know. I'm a very jealous guy. It is what it is. Lucero, no jet reveal. There actually was a jet reveal, and it's actually in our YouTube page. If you guys want, you can go over there and check it out. She was on camera the entire show. It was a Christmas or winter.
If you want, you can. I have like photos on my Facebook.
I'm trying to get them to watch the old shit. There's no way else they would. Dang.
Yeah,
here's the thing is, like, I look different in literally every picture because, like, sometimes I wear wigs and shit when I feel like it.
But there's Jared there. You can follow her on Facebook. As you guys can see, Moobot just posted it, which is me. Oh, look at that. That's so good. But yeah, check that out too.
You can follow me on Facebook too if Nick gives a shit.
Yeah, no, there you go, right here. You can follow
there
Alan, over there. Oh,
I have an Instagram?
You said that last time, you stupid.
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You can follow me too. Oh, fuck it. You can follow us on YouTube. No, I don't got any more.
I mean, I don't know what you want us to follow there, but sure.
Fuck you, bitch. YouTube is good.
Face it out, motherfucker.
YouTube is fine. I like YouTube. It's awesome.
Honestly, the best places to get me is Facebook and Twitter. I keep forgetting I have an Instagram, so as much as I take a lot of photos, most of that shit's on Facebook. I don't feel like going to a separate platform just to put photos up there when I can just keep it on Facebook.
And the Crow, I absolutely agree. And no, Ganja, I didn't put anything on there because, Ganja, I'm sorry if you're watching, you don't put anything up, and if you did, it's all fucking misspelled. It's not a good fucking outlook into who you are, bro. You gotta get better at that shit. And Roxy, I just didn't get the time to do it, so my bad, Roxy. But she posts a lot of fucking memes, and she's very approachable, too. If you guys want to talk to her and be like, hey, Roxy, hey, what do you think about this? She'll probably say something and shit. Roxy's very good at the social medias. Penelope don't got shit. Fuck Penelope. I don't like that goddamn bird.
Hey, I could literally start one right now for her and to be popular.
Do you want? I mean, no, you're right. You actually are very, very right. You could do that, but at the same time, it's like I would get mad because here's the thing too. People just like cutesy shit.
Over anything.
Well, yeah, I got a fucking problem, Alan. Yes, of course. Damn, why don't you just call me out for all my mental illness?
I did it, but you did yourself. So
I'm fucking Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, Alan. No, here's the thing though. I gotta put this out here too. It's like people are like that with Corey's dogs too. Like I put a highlight video up on DT Bites today, which by the way, Corey, sorry if I'm gonna start talking shit about our own content, but it's like people just love him talking about that fucking Chihuahua, and it's just. Every Chihuahua is the same to me. It's just a loud, fucking, misbehaving ass, fucking, just fucking yelling, just an annoying fucking pet. And you know what I mean?
I will say, like, really calm Chihuahuas are some of the sweetest little dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen one. I mean, granted, I think Corey's dog is pretty quiet on stream and whatever. But most Chihuahuas do, especially like I hate when like rich girls.
No, like the one. Oh, when I went to Virginia a couple months back, like I took that video of that one Chihuahua who don't got no teeth, but that is a sweet ass dog.
Well, that's good though. But like, I don't know. Like for me, I think dogs, their personalities get across very, very well. And I feel like you know when people are really shitty about bulldogs and are like, oh, they're all angry or whatever. You can find some that totally have like a really happy attitude that just are happy that you're there and shit. Which Chihuahuas, like, I'm ruining their fucking lives like every day. Like every time I'm in the room, just like, you know me, I'm not gonna steal anything or hurt you. Like, why are you barking at me?
The thing with Chihuahuas is like they're so small and literally everything around them so big to where it's just like they always got to be on the defensive.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Let me see. Someone says my Jack Russell Terrier Roscoe was great. Rest in peace, Roscoe. I like that name for a dog. But yeah, it sucks that you went through that, man. I'm looking over here too. Yasuba says she calls them rats, Chihuahuas. Let me see what else is going on. Trig Gates, he says, where the hell is Ganja again? Ganja is going through lots of health stuff right now.
Ganja stuff.
Yeah. But, you know, hey, like, if you're a person who prays or just puts, you know, fucking good vibes out there in the universe, whatever, send them towards Ganja's way. He is kind of going through a lot of shit, but he will be back probably around the 25th of this month. And if he's not, it's probably because he's still resting up after he gets through with all the shit he's going through. But, yeah, you know, thank you guys for doing that, whatever. If you guys are praying for him or just praying, you know, positive vibes. Message him, too. I mean, I think Ganja is available on Facebook to shoot the shit with you guys. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, thank you for them bits. And actually, those go directly to me, but I will find some way to send that particular amount of bits right to Ganja Guru.
If you guys really want to make Ganja happy, just message him about how much you love Nintendo.
Well, he loves Nintendo now with that Switch. Is Ganja still playing that Switch a lot, Alan?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he's playing it. I'm sure he has enough free time to play random bullshit.
Because he was playing Resident Evil 4 like crazy when you guys, I think you both were playing it, and he was just like, "Fuck yeah, Resident Evil 4." It's like
he's like, "Well, I'm playing it. I might as well pick it up." I'm like, "Yeah, that game's still a classic." Speaking
of Resident Evil 4, speaking of video games in general, want to get into some video game talk, dude?
Sure.
So I want to bring something up to you. Very, very curious what you think, and especially what Jed thinks about this. But Target apparently is having a PS5 restock reportedly happening this week, which we're at the end of the week now, and this was posted 3 days ago. So not sure if that's still the situation here. But I don't know, man. For one, just reading that, what do you think? What comes to mind right away when you see that? Is it positive vibes? Is it negative vibes? Is it desperate vibes?
Well, like, fuck!
Why, you want it really
I'm
bad?
mad! Restock this week. It went up. It's down. No more. Cool. That was about 25 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. But let me ask you though, like, I mean, are you like at this point? Let's just say it's still available. Are you going to get it?
If I could walk into not walk. If I could just because the normal thing I always say is I want to be able to walk into a store and buy it, but because of the pandemic, most stores are not really going to allow that many people in. If I could just go to add cart, buy, cool, it's in there. Yeah, I get enough of it where it doesn't take my entire paycheck up, and it'd be nice to have for not necessarily what's coming out this year, but over the next couple of years, there's going to be a bunch of titles that I'm most likely going to get. Much like with the PS4, first year I got a couple things that were cross gen, but then eventually there were games that specifically I wanted for there. Hell, even games that were on PC I prefer to play on PS4, like Battlefield and those games. Mm-hmm. I guess that's why I'm okay to wait right now, because I'm not going through the crazy bullshit of having to stay up till 3 a.m, having to click super fast just to try to get my money. Like at this point, it's like I'm not going through the effort. I know a bunch of people on the side. I know Cedric had to go through a fuck ton of issues just to get his, and it's like I'm glad he did, but I can't do that.
Yeah,
no, like me and get 3 of them.
Yeah,
I don't know how you did that.
It's fucking amazing that you did that. Because, by the way, I actually got to play the PS5 finally, and it was because of Jed. I actually went over there and visited her in Rockford.
I surprisingly like that controller. I thought I would hate it, but that controller is actually really nice.
It's nice, but I will say the adaptive triggers kind of piss me off when it comes to like Call of Duty games, because their way of making a light machine gun or something kind of big and, whatever the fuck, their way of keeping you from being so great at using it is, hey, let's make the fucking L2 just not work when you're trying to aim down the sights. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of bullshit. Like, what the fuck? It takes like 5 seconds for me to hold down a physical button. Get the fuck out of here. But at the same time, like, you're playing Astro's Playground or something like that, it's pretty amazing. But Jay, I'm going to ask you really quick. And granted, let's just pretend that you don't have the PS5 already. What price do you think that the PS5 has to drop down for it to be a fair price, considering the fact that it basically doesn't have any games for it? Because I know it has like Temtem and, like I said, Astro's Playground, shit like that. But those games are also available on other platforms as well. And then the Black Ops stuff and sports games are literally on PS4 as we speak. So what do you think needs to happen for it to be fair to buy this at whatever price?
Maybe $100 less for both.
Yeah.
Both disc and no disc.
You know what? I kind of agree with that. I actually really do think that would be a pretty cool thing. I mean, granted, like if it had like Horizon Zero Dawn's sequel, whatever the fuck, I'd be like, okay, well that's just worth it, the price that's at right now. But my God, like, I'm not saying I don't like the PS5. I think it's great and everything. But the fast loading times, which by the way, there's a couple of times that I'm like, okay, this is not as fast as what they said it was. I'm just gonna put that shit out there. I do think though that like, yeah, by this point in any lifespan of any console has ever come out, there's been at least a couple of really big fucking like console sellers. Right now,
it depends because like you always look at stuff in generation. It's like console sell like again the PS4 dealt almost the exact same time frame. I can't remember exactly what the launch window for the first year was for the 360, so I can't remember if it had the same thing. But like launch windows have almost notoriously had their issues. It usually gradually rises to about there's a good 2-year period where it's the peak and then it subsides. But right now it's like yeah, I think the price is fine. I mean, again, I know the only issue is I'm not going to pay more than that value. I'm not going to go to a scalper. Like for me, it's like yeah, it's $700 for me just because of how conversion rates work. But that's the price I'm paying for a PS5. I'm not paying more for that. Not because like any issues with the title, but it's like I'm not going to pay somebody else so they can pocket a couple $100 extra dollars. I know eventually in a couple of years, like there's going to be stuff where it's like okay, I'm glad I got this. It might not be right this very second, but again, the PS4, same thing. It took a couple of years, and I'm still glad I bought it. I still have mine. At this point, I'd probably either just give it to my nieces and nephew. I might not ever really sell it because I like it. I'll keep it with me. But like, I'm not gonna pay scalper prices for a fucking PS5. I'm sorry. Like, I'm doing the same thing with video cards. Like, I almost spent $1,800 on a fucking $1,200 card. Y'all had to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, like, it's way easier to get a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X than it is to get one of them new video cards that are out.
Fuck.
To take a break from this conversation really quick, too, plus I just want to interact with the chat because you guys are fucking awesome over there. Viper saying, hey, there's a Dunkin' Donuts in my town. Their coffee and donuts suck. Jet, I'm going to get your opinion on this. Because, like, for me, I got to tell you, dude, I love their coffee. And it's some basic-ass coffee, I'm going to be honest. Like, I think that they might, I don't know what they do differently because I know that we can have access to this going to the grocery store, but it's fucking delicious to me. I don't know what it is. But, Jet, yeah, but what are your thoughts on Dunkin' Donuts, Jet?
Dunkin' Donuts coffee tastes like they made their coffee with sewage water.
What the fuck? Okay, am I the only motherfucker that likes so? How about you, Ellen? Or do you even have one where you're at?
I don't even fucking like coffee.
Okay, but how about the donuts? I know your ass be liking donuts, bro.
Yeah, okay, you fat motherfucker, too.
I'm just saying you got a sweet tooth, you fucking jerk.
Their donuts are great, but their coffee just tastes like sewage water to me.
I don't think anyone's ever really talked about the coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. I know that's the Dunkin' part of it, but most people are like, yeah, the donuts are fine. They're not any better or any worse than any other place.
I'm just saying, cancel Alan for calling me fat. That was just so mean.
He literally called me fat, dude. I know you guys like some fucking donuts.
You got a sweet tooth. Don't you always tell me, I got a candy stash.
Yeah, they don't know that.
You said it on stream, you big dummy.
Yeah, no, as I eat some candy.
Yeah. Look at that! Actually, that looks so fucking good, dog.
Swedish berries. They're fucking delicious.
Swedish fish? Swedish fish? That's right.
Swedish berries. I know it's barely showing up right now, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Randomly, it depends on what angle it wants to show it at. The green screen here is fucking stupid.
I just want to. He's eating the logo and shit. But what were you trying to say? Sweet?
Swedish berries. Look it up. It's basically like they look like berries that made of candy. They're fucking delicious. I have to be careful though because as soon as I start eating them, I go through it like crazy.
Yeah. No. Do you know what I fucking went kind of ridiculous with? So in there's this thing called Cherryville Mall, there where Jet lives, and there's this thing called the Corner Store, and I go in there and they have these collectibles like these plastic containers, and they have like collections of like all like the red gummy bears or all the fucking like cherry fruit punch Tootsie Rolls or all the cheese popcorn. So I go in there.
The corner store.
Huh?
You're talking about the corner store.
Yeah, I think that's what I said, right?
Hey. Yeah, no, he said that.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jet, what? Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I was reading.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I probably don't pay attention myself either. But no, like, so they do that, but like, it's weird. It's like I'm fully aware that, like, dude, like, this is probably really bad for me and my teeth and everything else. But it's such a novelty to have nothing but red gummy bears that I feel like I just want to like dive in and just have them all, just because they're there. So I just fucking.
I wish they do that with jelly beans. Actually, no, they did do that with jelly beans, and now I can't eat jelly beans anymore. So I love jelly beans. Jelly beans used to be my favorite candy in the world, and there's this place in my city called Bulk Barn, and basically you go in and you buy everything in bulk, but it's candy, confectionery, stuff like that. and they'd have the regular jelly beans. You go in, you get a scoop, and you can basically get as much as you want. They're not really competitive with the prices, so if you think about it, like they basically say, this is how much it costs per pound per gram. You might as well be buying drugs. But if you were to compare the prices and you go to like Shopper or you go to like Walmart or whatever, it is roughly the same price. The advantage of it is you could buy as much or as little as you want versus you have to buy an entire package. So it's just like, oh, I want half back. You're paying half the price. So it does have its benefits. And I would get the jelly beans. I would get a lot. But what they do during the winter and during Valentine's Day is they give you the specific flavors. So during Christmas, it was red and green. Those are my favorite flavors. So my stupid ass went and bought like 4 pounds of that shit. Like I said, I fucking love jelly beans. I ate that shit through in like 2 weeks.
Jesus.
I can't eat jelly beans anymore. What's up?
Do you poop in colors like the Easter Bunny?
Not really, but man, I can't eat jelly beans anymore.
Did we somehow find out that the Easter Bunny shit different colors?
Yeah, you don't know. She's making reference to that fucking not Roger Rabbit. It was a rabbit movie, and the dude shits jelly beans. What the fuck was it called? Anyway, well, Nick dies of laughing. Yeah, Hop, thank you. I should probably know that Gary's been photoshopping my face on that for like the last week and a half.
I didn't know Ryan said Hop. I just thought you said randomly, yeah, Hop. What the fuck?
No,
anyway.
man, that boy, dude, those jelly beans are the worst flavor. What the fuck are you on?
Really quick too, because it all comes down to like presentation, I think too, like the way they sell them on the tables or whatever. And like to Rascuba Fan's point, I looked this up while we were talking and everything. But Donut Fryer over there in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, this is a place like
Donut Fryer sounds terrible.
Well, dude, like look at the way these are like put
Yeah,
here.
those are fine.
I'm a huge fan of the signs because sometimes they'll do like they'll have the 3-layer signs. I'm like, huh, I'm stupid. So wow, yeah, you saw me on the donuts, Nick. Some random fucking anyway. Sometimes like it's confusing what's what, but this makes it really clear like what the fuck you're buying. Boston cream are fucking amazing.
I'm sorry, this is like the merchandise aisle where they're trying to like sell you on the donuts and they're like,
yeah, check out these donuts. We got flavors here. We got flavors here. What's the next image? You got to sell it to the people. It's the serial killer. Man. He's really good.
Yeah. See, this guy used to kill people, but now he's selling donuts and they're delicious.
He uses that methodical training that he used to hunt down people to make donuts for you.
But look at that. See that little cute design they got in the donuts? Like, that's really cool, man. Like, that's something that really sells.
Yeah, it's a Boston cream. I love it. I can tell right now, just based on the size of that shit.
See,
that shit's delicious.
See, you know your shit. I would have never known. But the thing is, though, Alan, is that earlier when I said, oh, I know you like donuts, you're like, oh, you call me fat and you're...
Yeah? I can say that I enjoy this shit. You can't tell me I enjoy this shit.
But, man, oh, God, I love their dining area. That's fucking, like I don't know, like it's not.
What is this area? What is this store?
No, this is like a date. This is like a dating thing, dude. Like I think that like if you have a girlfriend here, that'd be fucking awesome, bro.
Oh, she just dresses up to the nines. You're a black tie. So where are we going? Oh, Fryer Donuts.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
Don't worry. Once we get inside, it'll be great.
Jet, is that not a good day right there? Is that not a good dating little spot?
Oh, it looks like a hotel room to me.
It looks like a hotel lobby.
Okay, yeah. So then, if you guys feel like fucking, like there you go, right there. Just go ahead and go in, and start doing your thing. I'm just saying.
Dude, if you take a potential date to a donut place and that results in you having consensual sex, good on you.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the way you do it. Plus, too.
Oh, Fryer Donuts. I thought I heard fryer as in like they fry the donuts. I'm like, why the fuck would you ever go there?
Well, okay, but here's another thing.
Honest.
What's up?
Getting older, I can't eat sweets like I used to, like donuts and cupcakes and stuff. Like I can't even finish like a full one without throwing up, or at least close to throwing up.
The only reason I've scaled back on my candy eating is not because of any health reason. It's just because I have been gaining a lot more weight than I'm comfortable with. So I realized just for the sake of that, it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, look, I'll be real here. Straight up addicted to sugar. Like, me trying to stop is extremely fucking difficult. So the best I can do is reduce. Hell, Nick was there when I had to cut back on how much Coke I used to drink. It was bad.
Yeah.
But it's like... But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I enjoy it. It's tasty and you get through it. But it's like, for me, it's chocolate. I don't eat that much chocolate. For as much as my sweet tooth is, I really don't eat a lot of chocolate. It's mostly just candies.
Yeah, by the way, we actually have been to Universal Donuts.
Yes.
We were there 2 years ago, and I thought it was a pretty cool place. For one, that whole area, by the way, the way that whole section is, I feel like everything looks delicious. I'm going to be honest. Like,
it's weird. It's like walking into Willy Wonka's chocolate shop. It all looks way too sweet. It's way more filling than you think.
Like,
those donuts look...
There's one in Austin, too, that I remember going to.
Yeah, that's the one people know right near Corey's first studio.
But yeah, Alan, what'd you feel about this place? And was there any other place at Universal that you were like, oh shit, like this was actually pretty cool?
Yeah, this was definitely one of them. Because the thing is, you don't expect the donuts to be as filling. Because like I'm used to the typical, I guess, fast food donuts where it's like, oh hey, go buy a dozen, $10, cool, you're out. So there, you can eat like 2 and you'll be fine. These ones, it was like eating a meal. It was like a bagel, like which is good.
Look at this,
but it's like
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like look at that. Like you get that, and that's something where it's like, yo, man, I don't think anyone would look twice on you if you just cut it with a knife and share it with a friend. Because like it feels like you're eating a bagel.
Yeah, we're saying, Jet.
I was saying that, but yeah, I can't do sweets like I used to. Like I'm much more of a spicy and like sour person.
So this is another place I want to bring up really quick too. I know we're going on a big thing about fucking food, but it's Thursday. I know you guys probably ending off your work week, so maybe you guys should, chow down and have fun for the week and whatever. Usually cheat days after this. But looking over here, man, this I thought was way too much. Rox told me about this, and this is actually from the Sugar Factory.
What the fuck is that?
So basically, they're like edible shakes or whatever. Corey's calling me really quick, so continue on. I'll be right back.
No, you go back to that fucking image. I gotta break that down. What the fuck am I looking at?
And then he doesn't put it back.
Alrighty then. Because, okay, I'm sorry. He says it's an edible shake. What the okay, so are there like little pieces on the outside? Because that handle is glass. So how much of this is glass?
Like 5%.
Am I supposed to fucking eat the glass too?
Yeah.
You just fucking bite it out. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Don't worry, we have hospital on staff. Just in case you fucking die from this.
Look at the first one there. Like all that stuff on top. Like you get more eating that before you even get to the goddamn.
Am I supposed to hold it by the handle and put it over an open flame to get it started? What? I don't even know what the fuck the last one is. That looks like a fucking popsicle or a Twix on a fucking stick popping out of it. A bunch of
the one in the middle doesn't seem too bad. That doesn't seem like much.
That looks like a regular shape. The one at the end looks like there's a Twix sticking out of it with half a fucking hash brown on top. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, and like, is it just me? Maybe I'm fucking crazy, but like the top of the middle one looks like a skull, like the top half of a skull, but it's not. But I when I first saw it, I'm thinking of like
that's the most normal one.
Yeah, but it almost looks like the left, like the on our right. It looks like it's like a bloody eye or something. I don't know.
I don't know how you see that.
Maybe I watch way too many fucking horror movies. I don't know, my god.
A little bit.
But yeah, dude. But like all these are fucking crazy. Like, dude, there's another one. Like, look at this fucking poor kid. Doesn't know that he's about to fuck himself up.
I've never been able to do that. At my most like eating candy nonstop, like all day long, I don't know. When it comes to ice cream or chocolate, there's a certain limit where it's too much. It's too sweet. But when it comes to like gummy candy, hard candy, I can go all day with that. But like with sugar, it's like there's different amounts of sugar per, but it's about how overwhelming the tastes are. When you get the chocolate, it's extremely overwhelming. Where as soon as you add chocolate to something, that's the whole thing. It's like garlic to any sort of meat sandwich. So it's like when it comes to those like very gourmet, very novelty chocolates, I look at that, yo man, I'm having 2 bites and I'm done.
Yeah, no, even not even
Yatsuba said look up Vermonster.
Vermonster? I'm gonna look that up right now because that sounds fucked up. Let me see the Vermonster. Let me see. I'm probably spelling this shit wrong. Oh, gee, nope, that's not wrong at all. I know exactly that I'm fucking on the money here. Is this it right here?
That's just a tub of ice cream.
That is fucking that. Oh, my stomach.
It's literally just a tub of ice cream.
Dude, look at this. Like, she looks like she's sweaty and like fucking like her not metabolism, but her fucking like I don't know, like you'll get your blood pressure going. Like by the time you're halfway done with this
shit, you have a heart attack. Yeah, share it with 6 fucking people. Can't do that in a pandemic anymore.
Look at that shit. Look at these guys. Oh fuck, my stomach.
How much pot do you have to smoke to get stoned enough to eat the shit?
Jesus Christ! Look at
like,
that.
That's like I'm sorry, but like to me, I've always felt like desserts are something where it's like you've had your meal, it's been like an hour, you want a little something to just kind of tide you over. But these are like, hey, what if dessert was an entire meal? Like that's too much, man.
Yeah, man. Someone said Dairy Queen. Do you think the Blizzards are too much? Honestly,
no, those are fine. They're better than McFlurries. Yeah, I said it.
No, I agree, but I will say I like how less the McFlurries are. I think they're easier to kind of go into. Have you guys heard of the show Man vs. Food? Yes, I have, and I've watched.
Yeah, did the dude die? Did he pass away, or was that somebody else?
I think that was Steve Irwin versus Stingrays, but I don't know.
What? No. It was another dude that did a food show that passed away.
Fuck, I don't know, because now, I don't know why, but like right in my head, I know this is not the person, but I thought of Guy Fieri, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. No, that was a Flavor Town. I don't know what the fuck the show was.
Yeah, some fucking stupid shit. But no, like,
I called him Guy Ferrari for the longest time.
Yeah, actually, apparently he's done a lot good with his life.
Yeah. Oh, like, see, I like this. I like the, like...
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, he did a food show. I can't remember what it was. I think he went around the world and found like the weird ass crazy foods that no one, like delicacies from a very specific part of the world. I remember he passed away. I thought that was the whole Man vs. Food. That's somebody else.
That fucking sucks while he died. But yeah, man, I'm looking at this though, and it's like, for one, I kind of want to get something now after the fucking show because of this goddamn segment. So I might have to stop talking about this soon. But Blizzards, I think, are fine. I think McFlurries are fucking delicious because that crunch that the Oreo has in there is fucking amazing. But no,
both are fantastic. But it's like, yeah.
But dude, see, there's a problem with McFlurries though.
What's up?
What?
They don't fill them up all the way. They put the top on.
Yeah, that's fair.
They really try to make sure you don't notice that shit, but then you get that shit, and then so halfway to the bottom, it's like, first of all, was one of you eating this, or did you just not fill it up all the way?
No, you know what the problem is they don't fill it up because the spoon is supposed to mix it up as well. So actually, you're really only getting 2/3. That's why Blizzards are better, because you actually get the full thing.
Yeah, Brightburn saying my mother thinks the cotton candy Blizzard is too sweet. That sounds fucking too sweet.
Probably.
But no, I agree with Jet, and I agree with you about the McFlurries, but I'm almost okay with that because I don't want to drink too much. I think that this one particular fucking shake, they give you... Huh?
Give me what I paid for.
No shit, though. I agree with that, too, because you can easily, if you can't fucking finish it, you can just throw it away. But I do want to say that someone who overserves a lot to the point where it's like, it's almost an issue, even though they give you totally what you fucking pay for, Wiener Schnitzel. Dude, they're fucking... Yeah, so me and Jet went here a couple of times when she was in Phoenix, Arizona, and fucking... we went here, and, like, for one, their cups of french fries, they give you these huge-ass, like, big gulp fucking cups of french fries. And the french fries are delicious and fresh and everything, but that's a lot of fucking fries, and it's only, like, $2. So it's, like, overeating like a motherfucker. But then you got this shit, and these shakes, bro, are so fucking sweet, and they give you so much shake. So much shake.
The shake is to me, it's like milkshakes to me are all right. I feel like milkshakes are just like not as good as ice cream. Because like there will be a couple places I'll get a milkshake from. Like this would be better if it was an ice cream.
Yeah, dude. Like these seem pretty small. I remember the ones I had were tall ass fucking cups, dude. Oh, like this. Look at how big that fucking thing is. They like it's literally over the top.
That's too much, man. Yeah. That's like an entire day's worth. Like I couldn't do that. I have to get a small.
No, dude. You know what? And I can say it now because I'm not in the moment, and it's been like a year and a half ago. But Jet, I'm sorry, but I was really trying to get a lift fast instead of enjoying our sit down because I had to take a shit. It fucked my stomach up. That was a lot of fucking shake. My stomach hurt.
Yeah, it's all the milk.
It's a lot of milk. So.
Your body actually can only digest a certain amount of milk. I don't know if it's the lactose or just the liquid, a certain amount of that stuff per hour. So if you exceed that, you'll either shit your ass out or you'll throw up.
You're gonna shit your pants out?
Yeah. You'll shit so hard your pants will fly out.
And here's another thing, too. I'm glad that Cedric brought this up. But, man, I hate fucking going to Five Guys, and I get this situation where my bag is ripped because DoorDash had that fucking sticker on it on the top. But then... it's just this weird, like, trash can of fries. Just this greasy, fucking ridiculous thing of fries. Ew.
I don't know. The thing is, I've only ever had Five Guys once, and I wasn't a huge fan of anything I got. Like, I got a regular burger and fries. And I love fries. I fucking love fries more than anything. If I went to a restaurant and it's like, well, hey, the burgers suck, just get a bunch of fries, I wouldn't complain. Okay, cool, give me a bunch of fries. But I don't know why. Maybe because I got it through, I guess I got it through Uber Eats at the time, so it was probably just colder than it should have been. Mm-hmm. But it just didn't click to me. And it's like, I haven't been able to go to a Five Guys to just sit down in the restaurant. So maybe it might be like Wendy's fries. Wendy's fries do not travel. If you don't eat Wendy's fries in about 45 seconds, they're worthless.
No, you're absolutely fucking right about that shit. So that's something I don't like about them as well. But here's the thing, though, guys. Because there's so many people actually kind of leaving everything to me. Still got 71 people in the chat here, so thank you very much for all 71 of you. Is that the same number you're getting on your end, by the way? Because I almost feel like something.
It's dropping now because Double Toasted just started, so it's at like half that.
Okay. Because like on my end it says 71. I'm like, there's no way. If that's the case, then people like we're gonna do a whole fucking goddamn show like just chilling. But no, I know that some people want to go. But here's the thing, though, guys, that we're gonna be a lot more interactive than Double Toasted is right now. Not to talk shit about Double Toasted, but they go through the whole kkumans@gmail.com shit. You ain't missing nothing. So chill with us until we get the fuck out of here because we're actually gonna have a topic here. So speaking of that particular topic, I thought we could kind of stick with the video game stuff just a little bit. I want to get your opinion on this. Apparently, the Activision veterans, which by the way, I like how
this
they say
shit still is happening.
Yeah. So okay, so you've known about this for a while. Where for some reason people are really trying to keep the Atari name alive. Like they had the hotel fucking get made back in 2019. They were trying to do the handheld Atari stuff. It was a lot of weird shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but it's kind of strange.
Who cares about the Atari?
Well,
I'm sorry, but the Atari was.
What about the porn games?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, we want that fucking Custer's Revenge.
I swear to fucking God, the Atari was a half decent console 30 years ago. People can't even remember the order of the consoles that came out in because the names are so fucking wacko that nobody even remembers anything on there. The 3 games people remember are like not even that relevant even at the time, except for the one that almost killed the industry. So it's like I don't understand this love affair with Atari. Even after they died and became more of a publisher role, nobody really gave a fuck about them. So this idea that this fucking resurgence, this renaissance of Atari, I never fucking understood. It's almost as bad. Like I understand almost the renaissance of the prequels because it's Star Wars and people don't have enough Star Wars movies. But like, there's been so many other developers after the console makers after Atari. The fact that anybody fucking cares about them blows my mind.
Someone in the chat, by the way, asked me if Atari was on the market, the stock market, and apparently that is not the case, man. I actually just tried to look them up for you. Yeah, right here. They are, as far as I know, they're not, but we'll see. I don't know. That might.
No, that's just their stock price. Buy now, kids.
No. Keep in mind, I'm using Robinhood, so that's a huge potential of just like, hey, I'm probably getting the right information. But and here's the thing too, I kind of like that they're not, and they're not just like some 20-cent whatever the fuck thing going on. No, I'm not fucking investing in Roblox, bro. No fucking way. Here's the thing, I've actually have nothing but just making money off stock market stuff. And I feel like, you know what, now that I have a good memory and a good feeling from stock market, I want to like fuck that up and invest in wrong shit. So for me, I am retired. I'm a retired investor. And since I have a good memory of it, I'm not fucking around with that shit anymore. But the thing is, though, about Atari is if it was available for stock stuff, I think that there should be a point of maybe people can put something into it and kind of plan for the continuance or continuality of it. Because
what continuality? They're essentially digging the name up to throw it on there to get a few minutes of fucking news praise. But then people are like, oh yeah, Atari, I remember that. Do you know anything that's worthy of talking about it? No, but they existed at one point. Yeah.
Well, because here's the thing. I'm going to read a little bit over here, and I wish I would have wrote notes and actually put in my own fucking words. We're going to read it directly off the thing over here. It says, according to the company's founders, Audacity Games, which, by the way, Audacity Games is actually from the guys who made a couple of really big games for the original. But essentially, what they're doing here is they're going to be paying. They're saying they're paying great attention to aesthetics and packaging. Each game, and yeah, it's all hardware, by the way. Each game will arrive in a retail package with a full color box, instruction manual, and unique serial number. Each box will also have a download code for players to obtain and play the game via Stella, the Atari 2600 emulator software. And that's the biggest thing about this. I think it's cool, is that they're willing to read the room. They're willing to read this audience who totally can just fucking download these games for free, and they're like, yes, you can still use that thing. You can cheat on it. You can use it for streaming, whatever the fuck it is. But you're also paying for the physical media to stay alive. And that's a lot of things I think people should be doing with current games that they're not doing. These guys are a little bit ahead of the game, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
No, they're not. They're doing what people have been doing already. They're not ahead of the game. They're following a trend. Because I keep forgetting who the guys are, but they do this every couple of months where they do a quick run of a random game and they'll do a physical copy. They'll do everything that's on here. This is just a situation where they're like, hey, no one cares about Atari games, but people like physical media for whatever attention it garners. Let's see if we can make a couple extra bucks off these IPs that no one gives a fuck about. So they're just putting effort into it because they're hoping it's like, hey, maybe we'll get some money out of this. But it's like it's one of the situations where it's like there's a reason that kind of died because it's like people just didn't care about it as much as they think they do. The collectors did, but the average person, and I'll put myself on the boat, I never gave a fuck. I literally never read a game manual in my life because most of the time they had spoilers for either what the game looked like. Maybe you got an extra hidden power in the game, but the game manual gave you a tutorial. So half the time I never fucking read that shit. And when it came to the boxes, like, yeah, the boxes are kind of cool, but it took up space. So it's like, yeah, I was one of those people that eventually was the reason they stopped giving manuals. They would just do manuals in the fucking game. Hey, you want to fucking know what the controls are? Click a couple buttons on there. If not, play the fucking game.
Yeah, man. And someone in the chat, Brightburn, says, have you seen the Console Wars thing? Which originally I think it aired on Showtime or something, but it definitely is on Paramount Plus now. And I do think that, I agree with you. They were definitely pro Sega. But that's the biggest thing about this, too, is like at the very end of that thing, they're also pro PlayStation. And it's like, okay, that's cool.
PlayStation essentially killed Sega. Like, as much as we like to say Nintendo did, Nintendo was basically like fighting it and doing the killing, doing essentially enough blows to knock it down to 1 health. But yeah, it was Sony that essentially killed it because of the fact that it's like they came in and they were more powerful.
Yeah,
they were more popular. Where Sega was only holding on for nostalgia's sake.
Well, I think another thing that Sega was doing too that just really fucked up, and this is the thing I noticed lots of people doing. It's something I've been complaining about with the gaming industry for the last 3 years. But Sega was like, "Hey, we gotta keep coming out with new content because of our mathematics on how many times people buy the new shit and the new hardware, the new add-on, we gotta keep just pushing those out because they're gonna keep doing it." They didn't realize that at a certain point you're going to tire out your audience and they're not going to be there all the time kissing your fucking ass. And the worst thing about this too is that they wanted to be cool, and they even admitted this, dude. There's a documentary about it. They admitted that a big part of why they pushed the Dreamcast to happen so fucking fast instead of creating like a library for games to be available when it came out, they did that because of the 9/9/99 thing, the September 9th, 1999 release. No, the fact that it was going to come out September 9th, which, September is the 9th month of the year, and then, 9, and then 99. So they wanted to do that, be like, hey, we're the last one of the generation, or, of this whole decade, and blah, 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 and we're going to be ahead of PlayStation. And PlayStation 2 was just chilling. They're like, all right, you can go and do that. We'll go ahead and steal your internet idea. We're going to go and make the DVD thing on our shit, and fuck them up. If they just waited, PlayStation 2 would not have been able to do that. Sony would not be able to fucking win over. And that's one of the things.
No, they would have. No. There's no there's no fighting the PS2. Because the thing is the PlayStation 1 shouldn't... Okay, the entire video game industry is built on one thing. You made a fucking huge mistake. That is this entire industry is built on that. And what I want to say is that once somebody makes a huge, colossal mistake, somebody goes in and goes, let's not do that. Atari almost killed the industry. What did Nintendo do? Let's not do that. So they built their own thing. They basically said, you know what? If you're going to release it on our console, it has to be good. It has to be approval. You're only allowed 1 a year, and that was important. You as a developer are only allowed 1 game per year because people were doing like fucking 15 games a year without any quality control. Nobody gave a fuck because no one understood what video game were. Nintendo's like, no. We're going to write half these fucking rules. Go fuck yourself. That's why Gonja keeps bringing them up, because if they kept getting the power, they would have wrote the entire industry. But guess what? They didn't, because they didn't get enough power. So what ended up happening is they were running the industry for forever. SNES, NES, Sega comes on, is like, we're going to go more CD-based. We're going to keep CD-based. And they're like, fuck you, we're going to stick with cartridges. We can do better stuff with them. Sure, you might have different stuff, but Sega can never really compete, but they kept trying. But what eventually happened is eventually CDs were becoming the mainstream. They were going to eventually outdo the cartridges. So Sony is like, hey, we'll build you the next console. We got our CD technology. We'll kill it. And Nintendo's like, no, we're stuck with cartridges. So Sony's like, well, fuck it. We built it already. Let's do it. That mistake created Sony.
Yeah. Oh, and it was funny, too. Well, it didn't create Sony, create PlayStation, because Sony was a thing.
Yep.
Like, they were huge for the Walkmans and all that shit in the 80s. But the biggest thing, though, is like, when they did that, they do it at the worst time, because Sony would have been like, whatever, we're not going to do it. But they had Philips and Sony go to that press conference. That's where they fucked up, where it was like almost insulting to be like, because they were back there like, hey, so I guess tonight's the night, CES, we're gonna fucking showcase our thing, and then they see Philips go out there like, wait, what the fuck? And when Philips did it, and by the way too, it's like Nintendo has so much trust in them to do the Zelda stuff and everything too. It's like, god damn it, dude.
For the last time.
Fuck? Yeah.
It took another 15, 20 years before a different developer could make another game.
Yeah, man. And, you're right, too, about that, too, Mauricio. Yeah, Sega fucked up having that Saturn. Well, here's the thing. The Saturn was already, like, it was like, oh, we're 32X. It's like, yeah, we have 32X for the Sega CD already. We already had the add-on. Why the fuck do I got to buy a console that's essentially selling itself on something that you guys just told me in the last 2 peripherals?
It has one of the worst names I've ever heard.
I actually like the name. Sega Saturn rolls off
the Sega Saturn. Why?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. That's cool.
Why? Give me one logical reason it's called the Saturn.
Because space. And does the Saturn have a ring around it? So it's like, like a cyclical, like, we have CDs.
What the fuck does that have to do with the console?
Well, what does Genesis have to do with the console? What is Master System? They're not Masters.
Yes, I know. Sega has terrible names. Thank you for agreeing.
Okay, well, Nintendo does too. Like,
no, they don't. Every single thing Nintendo ever does is what the console does. The N64, 64-bit operating
Super
system.
Nintendo. Like
Super Nintendo, yeah. It was a super version of the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was their first console.
Dude, you literally have a console in your room right now called the Switch Lite, and it doesn't
The Switch Lite. Yes, it's because it's a light version of the Switch. The Switch was a console where you could switch from, handheld
but if
to
it doesn't
whatever
switch,
mode.
it's not a Switch then, dummy.
Yeah, that I love how you talked about recent fucking thing. By the way, that naming convention was taken from the 3DS. But again, Nintendo for the most part,
defend the name Wii.
Wii is the universal sound for fun. This is something you should be having when playing a game.
What's Wii U?
It's fun. Wii U was because we're incorporating you into it. You want to talk about crackdown names? Look at fucking Microsoft.
You're fucking stupid.
Am I stupid? That's the reasoning of what they gave you.
Yeah, I agree with the negative one, Trick Gates. Yes, I negative one the fuck out of this dude. Okay, you just stupid.
No, like look at fucking Xbox is on crack with their names. First one, Xbox. Why? Well, because originally it's called the Direct Xbox. This was one of the first consoles that had DirectX. Fuck it, Xbox. Okay, cool. What are we naming it? 360. Why? It's all around you. Cool.
Yeah, no, Xbox is.
It only gets worse.
Even the fucking original Xbox, by the way, too, is like, okay, you put an X on it to make it Xbox, but like, what's X about it? It's like extreme, bro.
X. It was one. No, I thought it was extreme for the longest time too. But what it was either it has DirectX or they wanted to put DirectX in it because they wanted like to make like something almost like a PC hybrid console. But they realized they couldn't really pull that off. They could still get the DirectX going, but they figured instead of calling it the Direct Xbox, they just called it Xbox for short, and it stuck. The 360, I don't fucking know why they call it that. It's like all around you, jump in, 360. It was fucking stupid. And they're like, how are we going to top it? Well, everyone calls our system the 360. Well, what if we did something else? We're going to call it the Xbox One, so then we can keep the branding Xbox and just change the name. Because one is everyone's going to call it the one. Hey, the one console you need, the one console to rule them all. And if you look at the back of an Xbox fucking, the case, Xbox One has the same amount of characters as Xbox 360, which means they didn't have to change the size. In fact, they could make it smaller, which was easier to actually distribute physical copies. So they did it for price reasons. PlayStation said, fuck it. It's a PlayStation. There's a station where you play games. We're not going to bother changing our name. Just keep adding a number.
No, I think that's cool, too. Like, I mean,
the
to be honest,
like, to get it right.
Like even the PlayStation 3 or the PS3 or whatever, it's like the last console that literally had PlayStation plastered on their fucking thing. After that, they're like, PS4, PS5. Like, you know what I mean? They're just kind of like,
Because at that point, people know.
Yeah, which is fine.
The PSP, it's because the PSP came around that time. So people are like PlayStation Portable. I mean, it was a fantastic game, and it was a fantastic console. Hell, that was one of the only... Sony's the only company in history to actually go toe-to-toe with Nintendo and almost win.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say, because Trick Gates haven't watched this in a long time. I think he started watching again like a couple weeks ago or something. But like, no, you'll notice this dude. And I make fun of Alan outside of the show for this. But when it comes to video games, he gets fucking like set off, no matter, even positively. Like, we could be talking about like, man, that new Legend of Zelda trailer is fucking great. He's like, well, they didn't do my Zelda fucking remake.
Goddamn right.
Like, just no matter what.
Oh,
like,
you think I'm mad right now? You nobody saw how mad I was when Skyward Sword got fucking announced. I was alone in my room screaming at a monitor.
So stupid, Alan.
and wondering what set me off? I fucking hate Sega. I've hated Sega since they made consoles. I grew up Nintendo. Going, wow, I'm loving all these games. Everything here is great. I'm loving all these characters. Wow, this is great. And everyone goes, well, Sonic's better. I'm like, your consoles are all failing. And honestly, you keep telling me how bad those Sonic games are. How is Sonic better? You hate Sonic more than I do. So, well, it's better than Nintendo because, we got cooler shit in our games. No, actually, almost all your games run way worse. And nobody around you has it. So, fuck it. I'm going to keep playing Nintendo with my buddies. And then it died, and then became a garbage publisher that releases bullshit fucking games mostly.
Actually, I want to do something too, if I could find it, because I'm looking for it on your fucking thing really quick. Because you put something up that was pretty funny. Like, I laughed pretty fucking hard. I don't know if you put it on the double toasted fucking thing. Yo, here it is. Yes.
What?
So, just to give you an idea, Trick Gates, of how Alan handles gaming content as far as like just a conversation or anything. It's March 11th today, and this dude, a day late, goes, man, fuck March 10th. I want a Wind Waker on the Switch, goddammit. Fucking Nintendo has yet to even acknowledge the anniversary. Sir, it's March 11th. And you're just like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it gets worse, but at the end of it, it's like, look, no, because what it was is yesterday was March 10th. But I guess because I keep seeing advertisement and they keep showing it, that when I did that post, I realized, oh shit, it's the next day. Fuck it, I'm still mad. They literally have two different fucking celebrations for Mario, but literally have yet to acknowledge the Legend of Zelda anniversary. Like, this isn't just a random franchise. It's not like F-Zero where nobody fucking even remembers that existing. This is a franchise that has stood alongside Mario for as long as Mario's been around. It's also the 35th anniversary. To the extent where those games have had the same thematic overtones since the fucking SNES. Mario World to Link to the Past are almost like a lot of interesting things. Most people consider them the best of the franchise. They managed to expand the vision of their world more so than anything on the prior consoles, and managed to push the SNES to limits that nobody ever thought was possible. Then what did those two franchises do? They went to the fucking N64, and they became one of the first most popular 3D games. And that ushered in 3D gaming. Both of them alongside Mario 64 and Zelda 64 are the reason we have 3D gaming. But they just forget it exists. And it's not like they don't care about Legend of Zelda. 2 times in history, they've used those to sell their consoles. The Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah.
No, sorry, the Wii and the Switch. Both fucking times. Actually, even the Wii U. They used Breath of the Wild to sell that 2 fucking systems. And they keep forgetting it exists. So yes, I'm fucking mad.
In case you guys are wondering about like what happened here with this poor old fucking Mario sitting on the bench here, this is all set to happen. Where
Fuck you, Nintendo!
Alan gets so mad he's gonna kill Mario on March 31st, 2021.
You goddamn right. They used Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild sold on the Wii U so many copies that it actually outsold the amount of units the Wii U even had. Then they also sold it on the Switch, which rocketed that console to being like relevant long enough for them to add more stuff to it. They also did the same to the Wii. Twilight Princess helped sell that console as much as the other Wii Sports and the other games did. They've used the Legend of Zelda to sell consoles before. So the fact that they're forgetting it is a giant fuck you.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, to be honest. It's just, you know, like, I think you have enough energy and passion to fucking speak for the both of us in that sense. I got nothing really to add to it, but I will say it's just like, yeah, dude, like, it's fucked up that you forgot about that. I think that Legend of Zelda has definitely helped out Nintendo a lot, and I do think that, you know, this thing happening with Mario, the fact that they're even going to get rid of this Battle Royale Mario game, Mario Brothers 35, that's fucking annoying. Nintendo's doing questionable shit, but I do think that the reason why they're doing so much questionable shit right now is because they know that they have the opportunity to do so, because there's not a lot of, like, opportunities they're going to miss out on, because they didn't really plan for a lot of the shit to come out right now anyways. But I guarantee you, dude, next year or something, they're probably going to do like a fucking anniversary for the North American release of Legend of Zelda. And I strongly feel we're going to get a whole fucking collection of Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time, all that stuff. It might be something that they kind of boost up for the next, I mean, someone in the chat says Super Nintendo Switch. It's like, dude, yeah, definitely. Like, that could totally fucking happen.
Oh, yeah, we're going to use the Switch, we're going to use the Legend of Zelda to sell another fucking console and not acknowledge it as part of, like, the foundation of Nintendo. And yeah, I specifically brought up the F-Zero to fuck with Cedric because he's an F-Zero fan, and they haven't thought about F-Zero fans since the GameCube.
No, and by the way, too, like, here's another thing, and I'll even talk shit to Alan about this, too, because he's like, oh, Breath of the Wild, and, like, there's a bunch of the games that are just like Legend of Zelda that you could definitely play instead. But F-Zero, can you guys who are complaining about F-Zero not being around, there's so many games that are just like F-Zero that they stolen from F-Zero, but they did it so much better. It's like, play those games. God damn.
They're not called F-Zero. I can understand that. They're not called F-Zero.
Just imagine F-Zero logo on it. It's the same.
I mean, they've had to. It's been like 20 years since they've had a game.
I know what. I
mean, it's important, Nick. Like, are you gonna sit there and play like a game that's like Metal Gear Solid, but not Metal Gear Solid?
Oh fuck yes, Splinter Cell was okay.
Splinter Cell was terrible.
That's all right. I mean, it's not.
Which one are we talking about? There's so many of them.
I can't remember because their names are terrible. I'll give you that.
Oh my fucking god! Pandora's Tomorrow, Chaos Theory. Yeah. Who names these fucking games?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, see, there's somebody that's worse at names than me.
Terrible.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, guys, well, here's the thing, though. I mean, we would continue on because I was going to have Alan do a review of Superman and Lois, but I think we're going to save that for Sunday I mean, because I'm probably going to... I don't know if I'm going to do a show tomorrow. Like, if I do, it's going to be like Fall Guys or something after Daily Double Talk. So we'll see about all that shit. And then Saturday, I mean, I'll probably... I'll keep you guys updated on Facebook. But here's the thing, though, Alan. I'm going to have you tell people to find you on the Metropolis because there's some things that you're working on there. It's not the Illuminati that I feel like you should kind of spread the word about because it sounds like it was fun and it sounds like it was really, really good.
Yeah, and extremely topical that we did off with the video game topic. So me and a few people at the Metropolis, to make sure that we have a consistent amount of content on there, since the Illuminati isn't around, decided to restart the arcade. Basically, the arcade is a video game focused podcast, as opposed to ARPG, which is the political natures behind video games, and Content Corner, which is just, very similar to Chat Tech, which is a review of just movies, video games, and all sorts of stuff. We decided to go into more topical stuff, where we actually were talking specifically, long-windedly, about multiplayer games, and have they died off? What the general consensus? How come so many multiplayer games just straight up fail within a month of their release? So we go into that for like a good hour, and we bring up all sorts of shit. A lot of the points that we probably brought up today, as far as or we brought up in the past, we talk about the Avengers, we talk about Anthem, we talk about all those games. Hey, why did those games specifically fail? We also talk about long-running franchises. How come Call of Duty is still able to be successful? How come Battlefield fucking had such a shitty last prior game? I get a chance to rant about how much I hate Battlefield 5.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's going to be really cool for you guys to actually go over there and check them out. I want Metropolis to do good. More importantly than anything else, I want Alan's shit to do good. So, honestly, guys, as friends, because, people will say, oh, our fans are watching, or our viewers, or whatever. It's you guys are our fucking friends. So, if you guys can, definitely check out the arcade. Even if you don't like it, just give it a shot, because it's a completely different thing than what we do over here. And, you can see Alan do, because Alan obviously talks a fucking bunch, and sometimes I'm over here like fucking rope or a leash on him. But when Alan goes out and does whatever the fuck he wants to do, I think that it's completely fucking cool. And, I just think you guys should support him. So, with that said, do that shit. And then also, I'm going to be posting this in the chat. So, you can follow Alan at all these things. You can also follow Jet right here on the Facebook.
Yep.
Follow me.
And follow me on Facebook. You'll get the notification for the Metropolis, stuff like that. And you can always message me there if you have any questions about random video game bullshit. I'll talk all day about The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, yeah. So, with that said, guys, we're going to get the fuck out of here, and I'm going to raid Mr. Robinson. I talked to him earlier today, and if you come back and watch this particular episode, Mr. Robinson, thank you for joining the Discord on the After Hours, and we will talk to you on Saturday. It'll be fun as shit. But with that stuff, guys, seriously, had a good fucking time. It was fun as shit. But it's time for us to get the fuck out of here. So, you guys can hear that music. Thank you.
Oh, that's my back.
Your back hurts? I'm sorry about that. What happened? I heard with my voice. Pussy in your quack? Oh, crack. God damn it.
What? You want crack?
I said quack. I said pussy in your quack.
Oh my god.
Anyways, guys, thank you. Go enjoy Mr. Robinson. You guys are the shit. Love you. Stay toasty and tap the chair.